You are listening to the Global Psychosis Network.
Oh, I'm so horny. I hate it when they take commercial break. Nothing makes me wet like the Jimbo Trashy Podcast. I touch myself every episode. I don't know how much longer I can wait. I'm gonna come so hard when they come back on the air. God, I love it when he says, "Welcome back." Oh, yeah. Oh, Jimbo. Ah.
You are listening to the Global Psychosis Network.
Welcome back to the Jimbo Trashy Podcast. And during this segment, I call this the Trash List. This is a list of people that are dedicated haters of the Jimbo Trashy Podcast for some reason. So right now we're going to take out the trash.
Fuck you, bro!
First one on the trash list is Medvedev. He was on the last one. This guy's a virgin, probably never got laid in his entire life. I picture him being like a turtleneck wearing, chapped lipped, fucking bowl cut sporting faggot. So go fuck yourself, Medvedev.
Hey, Medvedev, I just want you to know the Gibber isn't gay, and I'm so down to fucking shove my dick so far up your ass that you feel it coming out your throat looking like Aliens 3. Oh, my fucking dickhead just poking out, and your mom talking to your mom and shit. She's like, "What's that coming out your throat?" And you're like,
Next one on the trash list. His handle is always sometimes. This guy's a fucking faggot, dude. I don't know why even. Always sometimes.
Always sometimes.
Always
Also,
sometimes I end up sucking a dick and it just ends up in my mouth and comes all over my cheekbone. I mean, I get it. I know girls like that.
We also have Meat Hooks, who started the trash list by being the first person to put a trashy appreciation thread on the forums there. Hogman Choi, who got banned. Go to hell. You got deserved.
Meat Hooks?
Meat Hooks is his name. Then we also have Anon.
You
Who's
can
like,
meat hook my meat
Anon
in
is-
your uvula.
Anon is this dude who he's a dedicated troll. And
What's his name?
He goes by the name Anon.
Anon?
Yeah, so-
He's not a member of the anonymous hackers, is he?
No, he's not. That's just his handle. But he's like some fucking like scrawny little twerp from Australia, who
Made a video.
he thinks I'm
about
like a 40-year-old fucking attention whore. So go fuck yourself, dude. In fact,
Yeah,
someone made a thread saying he killed himself, and unfortunately, it wasn't true. Also, we have Meat Hook's boyfriend.
I'm
Taste
glad it's
Durango.
not true because Anon, I mean, I used to know a girl named Anan, and she sucked a mean fucking dick.
He probably does too.
And O comes later in the alphabet than A, so I bet Anon could slob me up like Jack Black tied to a tree. You know what I'm saying?
Let me finish this list real quick. We got Flesh Gordon. This guy's another passive-aggressive faggot.
That's
Go
a
fuck
baseball
yourself.
player. That's a baseball player.
Flesh Gordon?
Flash
Yeah.
Gordon.
Yeah, it's a
No,
baseball
Flesh
player.
Gordon is like some sci-fi flick
No,
from
that's
1974.
B. Gordon's
Yeah, it is.
father.
Like Ted, you know?
And then also we have, this guy spells it L-L-A-W-S, so I'm guessing Laws with a double L or Yaz. I don't know. I don't know what this guy's doing, but this guy put me as, he
La, la, la. It's probably soft L to Yaz.
he nominated me as the worst poster of 2012.
Oh, thank you, Yaz.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for your attention. Also,
Yeah.
we have Urine Sane, as in like urine sane.
Yeah, so
So-
he likes to urinate on people like
Yeah.
R. Kelly.
He wants me to
I
urinate
will-
in his
I
mouth.
will pee on you.
He wants me to
I will
urinate in
do
his
that.
mouth.
Piss on you.
If you want,
This guy can go
I'm
fuck
happy to
himself
do
too.
that. Huh?
Anyways, this trash list is ran a little bit longer than usual, but anyways, you fucking idiots have made it to the trash list. Congratulations.
And my dick is so ready for you. I mean, I've been with my girlfriend for
We're
a
ready to
while.
take out the
I can use something new. So come get it in your butthole.
We're ready to take out the trash, you know?
Okay, so how about this Connecticut shooting that happened this past week?
Oh, yeah. This is just,
Where were you guys at? Did you guys hear about this, like when it happened, or did you hear about it later?
I heard.
I heard about it right now. This is horrible.
I was at school. They went on lockdown and shit.
Why would you kill little kids? What kind of sick person would kill a bunch of little
I
6-year-olds?
really don't get it either.
I've heard a couple stories
And I'm
now.
a sick person, and I don't get it.
There's one story I've heard through the media that this was a lone gunman who wanted
Yeah.
to kill his mom or some shit. So he killed his mom and he went to the fucking school and just like capped some fucking kids, right? I heard another story that hasn't been circulated through the media, but more through like independent news sources, who are saying that there was 2 other gunmen who, after this guy went out there fucking doing the fucking, rampage, that the two other guys he was with ran out into the forest and fucking got caught by the police, and one of them killed himself, or he got shot in the crossfire of police, and this other guy either escaped or got captured or some shit. So there's 2 other guys that they're not mentioning in this fucking story about this Connecticut shooting. So it makes people think now, or it's giving people conspiracy theories that this was a fucking inside job, or it was a fucking false flag to try and, you know, push forward gun control, you know?
Yeah, but I mean,
Nah,
I don't know about that because even I don't know. I think in my opinion, gun control laws need to be changed. But a lot of people have different opinions about this. You guys probably have different opinions about this.
Mm-hmm.
But you look at England; they have very heavy gun control. You can't even own a gun in England, and they have like 3 murders a year. You know what I mean with guns.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and why do we need semi-automatic rifles? You know, other than for cops or anybody.
No, I agree. I disagree, and I agree. I agree with the fact that people don't need automatic weapons and shit.
Exactly.
I like guns.
Yeah,
My dad lives in Texas and shit. We
I'm
like to
all for-
hunt.
I'm all
Guess
for
what?
having like a handgun for your safety.
Or a shotgun or a rifle that I don't
rifle
need
you-
something that
that
goes
you
boom,
can-
boom, 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 boom. Why would I need that?
Exactly.
Well, here's the thing about
That's
guns,
not even
dude.
skill, dude. When I hunt, I go hunting. I go hunting in Texas.
No,
when I go hunting,
I'm all
it's
for
about
rifles.
me versus the animals sneaking up shooting. There's no game in fucking ba 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 ba. You know, the fucker can run and I'll hit the motherfucker. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but bro, you're missing out the point. When they made the Second Amendment, is because they wanted to make sure that the people had
I
the
know
ability,
Second Amendment,
the
yeah.
ability had the ability to not deal with have the ability to overthrow a government that was corrupt. So, you know, fast forward today, and we have a government that's taking our rights left and right. And you know, when Hitler took over, you know, Germany and started spreading out through Europe.
He took all the guns though.
Right before he did that, yeah, he banned guns. So the citizens had no way to defend
I'm not
themselves.
saying ban guns. I'm saying ban automatic
Automatics.
guns.
And I
Yeah,
agree
but
with you completely.
I believe automatic guns are banned, but semi-automatic are
No,
not
they're not.
banned. No, semi-automatic
Oh, yeah,
automatic
yeah.
is not banned,
But
but,
the
But there's never
these
gonna be a-
days,
there's never gonna be a rise up.
semi-automatics might as well be automatics. When that
All you gotta do is do this.
Jesus. When the Second Amendment came out, they had muskets, bro.
Yeah, but what are you gonna be able to
They
do?
could not imagine what was gonna happen. They had muskets. They had to put a goddamn fuzzy little dustbuster inside their muzzle.
yeah, but what are they gonna do with a handgun when there's fucking anarchy, dude?
You know what? You know what? I'm willing. Like, trust me, I'm the first person to say my government wants to fuck with me. I'll kill all you motherfuckers. But
How you gonna do it without a fucking at least a
guess
decent?
what? When those fucking military people that are just like taking an order come to my house with an automatic weapon, and I'm hiding behind my wall with my fucking shotgun and my bird shot, you know, that will splash on a motherfucker.
But do you really
I'll
think
turn
it's-
around the wall. I'll kill 10 of those motherfuckers. They could all have automatic weapons. I don't care. They're just taking orders. I'm defending my life. I'm not worried about it.
But this ain't
I'm
Nazi
just not
Germany.
worried about it.
And it ain't gonna be Nazi Germany, in my opinion. I mean,
It could be.
no, I don't.
I'll kill
I don't
them all.
think so.
I'm just not worried about it. I'm confident enough that the people that join the military, sure, there's some fucking stone cold killers that are badass, right? But 90% of them, they're just in the military because, you know, they couldn't go to college or they didn't have money or nothing. I mean, they don't want to kill me, you know what? But they come into my fucking house, I want to kill them. Guess what? I will. They could have a fucking bazooka. I could give a shit less. I'll fucking, I'll gonzo flip that motherfucker with a goddamn 22 little piece, little one shot, little cricket from Men in Black. And I'll be like, boom! And I'm telling you,
You know what John
I'll
Kerry
defend
said?
myself.
John Kerry said something similar to that. He was saying that the people that go in the military are just too dumb to go to college. And
Exactly.
that's what cost them the election.
Come
though.
on.
Well,
Yeah,
I think that's what.
I have a best friend.
So what? I'm glad he
who
was
is-
honest because it's true. I
I-
almost went to the fucking military, but then I realized I was way too smart to do that stupid shit.
I have a best friend who's in Afghanistan right now, so you know I have respect for him. He's a combat medic, and he's got to deal with some shit. He has to deal with community relations, so he could lose his life in the next few months.
Well, the medics are the smart ones.
no, definitely,
So
definitely.
God bless
it's a
your
smart
family.
one.
Hey, you know what? And I'm
But
not
I also have
hating on the military.
I also have a best friend who has a M16 and shotguns and you know everything.
The
And
thing about
dad
it,
has
if
all that shit
anarchy,
too, yeah.
if anarchy hit the streets, right, because the government just does some fucking scandalous shit where people are like,
Which
you know, I've had enough.
it's not gonna happen.
It could, dude. We're heading that way.
No, we're not. I don't think so.
People are already like sitting out there on fucking Occupy Wall Street shit. You know what I mean?
Well, but they Occupy Wall Street is liberal. They're not going to bring guns. I mean,
But I'm saying, if they get to a point where, like...
Republicans would be the ones who bring the guns.
Well, I'm saying, after this whole Connecticut shooting,
class.
Obama wants to, like, do some stricter gun control, so...
Yeah, but if they look at the polls, which they are gonna... I heard this on NPR today, that 51%, even 3-1, people do not want to ban semi-automatics. So, I mean, there's still a major majority saying that...
The problem is that these fucking faggots that go in there and do these kind of crimes and shit. Like, go back to, like, the Colorado guy that busted up in the fucking movie theater, right? There was concealed weapons are legal in Colorado or whatever. Carrying guns or something is legal in Colorado. And this fool knew that the theater by his house was cool because it's like, they abide by laws. But the theater he went to, which was like a drives away, they didn't let guns in there. You know what I mean? So this fool didn't just go into a movie theater.
He went to the back.
Shooting people up because he would have went to the close one to his house, but people had guns. He went to the one that he knew people couldn't bring guns into, and then he went and busted fools because he was a little bitch. And the thing is that...
Who are you referring to, the Aurora shooter?
Yeah.
No, the movie theater, whatever his name.
Yeah, they were shooting.
Yeah, was that Aurora? Yeah.
Aurora,
But you know what?
Colorado.
The thing is that, like, people like me and you and hopefully the people listening, we can't think like these people. You know what I mean? Like, you can think like, oh, I want to kill somebody. You know what? Hey, guess what? There's people I do want to kill. I want to kill some motherfuckers.
But I'm not gonna
And I kind of think that I'm probably going to. But the difference is that this motherfucker, you know what I mean, wants to go into a movie theater, shoot some motherfuckers up, and before he gets fucked up, he wants to kill... I don't want to kill myself, motherfucker. I want to get away with the crime. I don't want to kill... These people are crazy, dude.
Well, here's the thing.
You cannot think like these people unless you're crazy.
Listen to this, though. It's funny how, everyone complains about the inner cities, the big cities, LA, New York, Chicago. Everyone has guns. The gangs have guns. But gang members shoot gang members.
Yeah,
all these crazy
yeah.
shootings are happening in small towns where they have such loose gun laws.
Manchurian candidates, dude.
And
Yeah, these people don't know shit about the real world.
Exactly, and they're just, they're so fucking lost in their own world because they live in a small town. I mean, it doesn't happen in these big cities like people think it
But
does.
here's the thing about this.
Call me arrogant, but when they show pictures of that guy that shot at the school, and I look at him, I look at his fucking face and his eyes, and I see an ex-good friend of mine named Dustin, and I see his eyes, and I'm like, this fool's got the eyes of a fucking person that really doesn't care about people. You can look into his eyes and see that they're hollow and empty. Look at the pictures they show. He's like, you can't see me right now, but I'm making eyes that look hollow. And it's like, what? Like, what? Like, fuck, you know what? It's his mom's fault as much as it's his. You're gonna fucking take a kid that has no fucking soul? I mean, you could look into someone's eyes and see if they have soul or not.
Well,
this
then
guy
you-
has
look
no
at the
fucking
look at the
soul.
guy.
And
The
then
guy who
Teach
did
him how
that.
to shoot guns. Fuck you.
And then the congresswoman shooting. I mean, there's just been too many recently. It's just getting out of hand.
The guy who did the Aurora shooting, after he committed that crime, right? He goes out to where his car is at, and he just stands there and just like looks around like he doesn't know what to do. That to me seems like he was fucking brainwashed to do that shit. Because if you went there with the intent to kill people, you're either gonna kill yourself or you're gonna fucking hide behind a car and fucking shoot out at the cops until they kill you. Why was this guy just standing around like, okay, well, what do I do now?
Why does
what do I
it?
do
Yeah,
now?
Because
maybe
he was probably schizo. I mean.
That sounds like Manchurian candidate right there.
Here's my shit.
And
my
then
my shit is,
And then look at the Kansas City chief guy.
I would go
mean,
to jail for life. Spend the rest of my life in jail if I could take the Aurora shooter, the fucking Sandy Knowles shooter, and all those motherfuckers and just fucking torture the shit
All right,
out of
guys.
them in my fucking house.
We'll be right back on the Jimbo Trashy Podcast.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy. Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy.
You are listening to the Global Psychosis Network. You are listening to the Global Psychosis Network.
Welcome back to the Jimbo Trashy Podcast. It's December 20th, 2012. And as everyone knows, December 21st, 2012 is supposed to be the end of the world as we know it. Now, it's already December 21st, 2012 in other parts of the world. Yet, right now it's 10:20 p.m., so we still have just a little over an hour or two until it is time for the end of the world here, where we're stationed here in Los Angeles, California. So, in, an hour, 40 minutes or so, it'll be December 21st here, and theoretically, it should be the end of the world according to the Mayan calendar. Now, I've never been the one to, speak on that and say that, hey, we are and we will be experiencing the end of the world in December 21st, 2012. But it does raise some questions. Could it be a self-fulfilling prophecy? Could we be seeing December 21st as the end date and therefore doing things or creating things that will make us feel like it's the end of the world? I mean, we have people like the Connecticut shooter going nuts. You have the Aurora shooting. We have the dude in Oregon who did his shit. And people just generally going nuts. Maybe these people feel like it's time to do this kind of shit because the end of the world is supposed to happen, and just to make sure it does happen, we're gonna go fucking nuts because there's a small part in the back of our minds that make us think that the end of this world is here. So, I mean, I guess we'll find out in the next hour or two if the end of the world is really gonna happen, but I would like to think that it's not going to happen, and that what we're really going to be experiencing is hopefully some sort of shift in consciousness. They say into the fourth density vibration, where love is more important than any sort of rivalry or feud or fucking, dispute over petty fucking human bullshit. I would like to think that December 21st is going to be an ascension to a new consciousness where we evolve as a species, and things that matter now won't matter then. That's what I like to think. Maybe that's a little too hippie for some people, but what do you guys think?
Well, I think it's a bunch of bullshit. It's not, the world's not gonna end. But I agree. I think after that, all the loonies will realize that it's, oh yeah, the world didn't end. Oh well, what do I do now?
It does seem like a self-fulfilling prophecy, though. When you say, like, people keep telling you it's the end of the world, so now you're going to start doing things that it's going to make you anticipate it more. Like, I'm going to kill this guy because it's the end of the world. I got to do something crazy. You know what I mean? Like, people are going to react to it.
That's probably, maybe the Connecticut guy was crazy like that. Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, that might be true. What I think is, there must be some. I mean, the Mayans were smart, right? I mean, there must be something, right? I mean, there must be something.
The Mayans are smart. They made a calendar. That's better. But think of their knowledge. That was what, like, I don't know, eight.
Maybe they just got tired.
Ago.
Thousands of years ago, yeah. So what I think is that I think it's just, I mean, if you believe in the way that the stars like move, I think that it's just a new age, man. It's just I think that it's just a new age, and it's just their interpretation of saying, you know what, like, this is our calendar, and when this shit ends, a new age is gonna start. And I think it's our responsibility as people that live consciously to respect that and to be like, you know what, the world is changing, man. The world is changing, and we need to change. Shit cannot be like it used to be. You know what I mean? Like, music is not what it used to be. Living is not what it used to be. We are not heathens anymore. We're something different, you know, and they knew that, and now it's time. What?
No, keep going. I mean, but I was gonna say now.
for it. No.
This brings me into a religion. I want to maybe discuss a little religion. I know
Go for
religion
it.
and politics are. You
No,
know,
go for it. No,
offline.
I'm not religious.
I'm an atheist, so I don't know how you
Atheist?
guys
Wow.
feel.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm an agnostic.
Yeah, I mean similar. You know.
Similar.
What about you?
I would say I'm definitely spiritual, but I do
Me
not
too.
believe in any sort of organized religion. at
Yeah,
all.
I grew up
That's why I
Catholic.
consider myself agnostic. Yeah, because
I grew up Catholic, and you know, I mean, I don't believe that Jesus, you know, flew up into the. I mean, the people who interpret the Bible. My mom is still Catholic, but she believes that, you know, it's more about the morals, etc.
Exactly.
Of the Bible, and it's not about the, you know.
There's good morals.
The mystical aspects of, you know, Jesus flying up and is going to
You know, you treat people how you want to be treated.
It has a good message. I just think mankind has corrupted the message
Yeah,
through interpreting it.
Well,
So,
exactly.
They use it
And
for their own benefit.
like,
Yeah,
God
yeah,
hates
yeah.
fags. Like, come on. How do
Yeah,
you know
the-
what God hates, dude?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Republicans.
fuck outta here.
How would you fucking know?
Republicans
How do you
are
know
the-
anything?
Republicans are the best example of that. They use it to breed hate. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, they like, I hate anyone who's not religious. Blah 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 blah.
It's like when people say, like, you know, like, oh, I found them and we're meant to be. Like, what meant to be? How do you know you're meant to be? You know what? Like, I really love my girlfriend. We get along really well. You know what I mean? I plan on being with her for a long time. We get along really good. I mean, and I enjoy her company, and she loves me, and the sex is wonderful, and I mean, like, you know, I mean, we get together well, you know, but that doesn't mean that it's some magical fucking shit that
exactly.
we're meant to be.
Exactly. I just got
What?
out of an 8-year relationship this week. So,
Yeah, he did. He
So-
just got out of
8
it.
years?
Yeah, no. And this
8
week,
years.
and this one might have been last week, but still.
How weird is it that, like, people think that, though? Like, you know, hey, I talked to God, and he told me that he hates you guys because you're fags.
No, that's why.
Well, and then the Muslims.
right?
And
Give me
then
a
the Muslims
break.
taking the Quran and turning it into something that means that you have to, you know,
Same shit.
kill people, and it
Yeah.
doesn't say that anywhere in the
Allah
Quran.
says that he
I
wants
have
to blow
Muslim
up.
friends.
He wants everyone to blow up in the building.
Yeah, I got
Exactly.
Muslim friends. They don't want to blow nobody up in a building.
You know-
I got gay friends. You know what? They're cool as fucking shit.
Yeah,
I would rather hang out with them than most of you.
I got many gay friends, and I love them all, and I think they should be able to marry. I
Do
mean,
what you want to do. That, in my opinion, and like I said, I got.
I don't think they
nothing.
should get married, but I think they should have the right to get married.
exactly.
You know what I think?
Exactly.
I think that, you know, America is based on the separation of church and state, right?
And it's
So don't you fucking use a religious reason for not to get married. Get rid of marriage then. Say, you know, I mean, so what? So
'Cause
these two people. So a girl likes a girl. Now she can't get the same tax break
exactly
as a man
exactly.
and a woman.
Exactly.
What the fuck is that shit? That's
Bunch
some
of
bullshit. That's not
bullshit.
separation of church and state.
But
that's
look-
some bullshit, is what it is.
Luckily, this year, 2 states passed it. Passed the.
Yeah. Guess what? I cannot
And I
even.
cannot believe that California didn't pass it.
I
Can you
can't
believe
But they're-
Colorado and Washington passed the legalization of marijuana?
Yeah, that's
What
insane.
a fucking leap forward
But here,
that was.
I heard a crazy report though on NPR about how the people who are trying to open legitimate businesses in those places cannot get loans from banks because since it's still federally illegal, the banks will not loan them money or let them open bank accounts, business bank accounts. And
It's just because the old people still run that shit. Let them all die.
Why can't we
It's
just line
time
those
for-
guys up?
It's time for you motherfuckers to die.
I mean, seriously.
That's what I feel like about the Mayans and the world that we're in and shit. And guess what? The old shit, it just don't work no more. You know what? You fucked us all up. Whatever you did, however you raised us, guess what? Your old rules just don't work anymore. And guess what? It's time for a new fucking millennia where you shut the fuck up and we rule this motherfucker.
I mean,
because
just
you
think
don't-
of the tax benefits California could get if they legalized marijuana. I mean, they could
Yeah.
tax it. It would be cheaper than it would be on the black market.
Oh,
the
yeah.
gangsters would be out of the game, which is a major plus.
Yes.
The Mexican mafia wouldn't be controlling the marijuana trade. I mean, it would be so much better.
I just
mean,
want to
it's
see them
factual
all lined
sense,
up.
yeah.
I want
And
to see all
then-
these old bankers
and
just
then-
lined up and shot in the face, dude.
and
Guess
then-
what? I'm pro guns. Like we were talking about that shit. I'm pro guns. I like guns. I own guns. My dad has guns you wouldn't like and shit. And some of his guns, okay, I'm willing for
Yeah,
you.
but he
to take
wouldn't
away. No,
use
no,
them.
Let me
He
finish.
wouldn't use them in the wrong way, though.
Exactly, because 90%
The people who get these,
they don't have guns. They never have even a fucking thought to commit a crime. They have the gun for protection. You want to come into my house, bitch? You'll get fucking shot. They don't want to rob a bank.
Exactly, the
Why would they want to do that?
schizos and the people who have criminal records who get guns get them at gun shows because they don't do background checks, and that's bullshit. They need to background check at gun
No,
shows.
I'm fine. You know what? Guess what? I want guns. I personally do not own any guns under my name, but I want to get guns. My dad owned guns and shit.
No,
I'm fine with you. Guess what? Register me. Register my fucking bullets. I don't.
You know what's
give a
ridiculous?
fuck. I'm not gonna shoot
Exactly.
anybody. that
What's ridiculous
fucking-
is having these campaigns funds where they have someone that runs for office and they have a campaign that's, some sort of group or special interest group is giving them millions of dollars to fund their campaign.
NRA.
Why are they being funded for their campaigns? It should be someone with a fucking plan or a message,
Right?
And we hear him out,
And you and
if
me
we agree,
wanna support
then
them,
we vote
yeah.
for him. That should all be.
And this election.
bullshit.
This
I don't want to
election
see your
was
commercial, you slut.
I know, as soon as you tell me that as soon as you put money forth to say this person's a piece of shit, I'm gonna think you're a piece of shit. Because you're trying to put his name to the mud, you know what I mean? Maybe he is a piece of shit.
This election
Exactly.
was worse because of the campaign finance reform that they had. I mean, they pretty much said that these, whatever they call them, the side groups, the fucking, what are they called?
Special interest groups?
Not special interest groups, but they weren't associated with the campaign, but they could raise money for the campaign, billions and billions of dollars. I mean, this is the most expensive election ever. I mean,
every next election.
you look at the Republicans. They had billionaires, giving money to these political PACs. That's what
Why
they call
not?
It. And the PACs were not supposed to be related to the campaign, but they were.
Well, you know why they do
always
that, right?
Related.
They
Well,
s-
I mean that just passed in the Supreme Court 2 years ago because the Supreme Court is heavily Republican. There's one more Republican than there's Democrat, and it's changed everything. I mean, it's pretty much money rules and that's why Prop 8 didn't pass in California, because billions and billions of dollars were poured in against gay marriage, and
Because these corporations will say, hey, guess what? You're a politician. I'll give you X amount of dollars for whatever you're trying to run for. And then in return, just be a little lenient on what we're trying to do over here as a corporation.
Exactly.
Don't enforce any laws on
What
us.
are you supposed to
You know?
do if you're that politician? What are you supposed to do?
I'll take the money. Yeah, sure, I'll take the money.
Right?
Because you want to win.
cash rules
fuck
everything
else?
It's a
around me.
popularity contest, is what it is.
Yeah, it is. It's like,
Cash rules everything around me. Cream gets
That's
the
why
money.
capitalism is a failing
dollar
concept.
bills.
as far as I'm
Dollar
concerned.
bills, y'all.
That's why capitalism has its faults, but you have these diehard capitalists that just, no, we're not communists, damn it. And they just cannot see the faults in capitalism, where I think, capitalism is good and it has its problems, just like communism is good and has its problems.
Well,
You have
I
to try to
mean,
find a
and-
happy medium.
and
you know?
And you know what?
And
They're
calling
all good as long as you have. To me, in my opinion, both are fine.
Calling
The
Obama
only problem is you got to have the right ruler, the right person making the rules, the right person
calling-
running the shit. But none of us do.
and calling Obama a socialist is so insane because he is nowhere near a socialist. I mean, it's just
I think he's a Republican, dude. He's a
He's
Republican hiding as a
So
Democrat.
Republican.
he's not a Republican.
Hey, I like Obama.
I
I
do
voted
too.
for Obama, and if I could
He's
go back
not a
in
Republican
time,
at all.
I would vote for Obama
Again and
last
again and again and
fucking
again.
time, and this motherfucker,
All right, guys.
boom.
We'll be right back on the Jimbo Trashy
I
Podcast.
vote for Obama. I lick the spit of a
is a
llama.
conspiracy.
I got lots of karma.
is a
Coming back to me when I was Dharma. I'm back on MTV when she had that show.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Check out the latest sounds from the occult experimental rock project Elvis on Acid with their second album release, Prehistoric Psychonaut.
With historic obligations, we've come so far. We're cutting away the spiritual line. Take consolation, they don't care who you are. You're dabbling First to hell, it's written in the stars.
Follow Elvis on Acid on Twitter @Elvis on Acid. Go to youtube.com/Elvis on Acid to hear the latest. Global Psychosis Entertainment, Dark Jam Records, and Elvis on Acid are not responsible for any violent revolutions, drug overdoses, or attempted suicides that may occur after listening.
To the royalty, the fallen angels sanctified by the kings.
This ad has been brought to you by Global Psychosis Entertainment and Dark Gem Records. Copyright 2012.